Hi, I'm Bailey. I'm the COO for a medical device company, and I give Divvy a 5 out of 5. Before switching to Divvy, the only other options really that we looked at were what banks had out before. Um, we we didn't use another software company, but again, we had our debit card, we had our credit card. There's not great ways of tracking it. There's not great ways of issuing your employees cards without having it affect everybody at the same time. Divvy really offered us everything that we needed to use a credit card with the business. A lot of the issues we were having with normal credit cards was you couldn't manage budgets, you couldn't manage employees, you couldn't manage funds. They basically had access to the same account, which created a lot of problems when cards were stolen. We had to issue everybody new cards. Everybody had access to the main funds. But Divvy really let us split that up not only in budgeting and markets, but also makes it easier for me, especially to do taxes, because it front loads a lot of the work on the employees at the time of purchase, what they're purchasing it for, where it should be divvied into the company funds, and how to write it off as a business expense. There were a lot of good things about Divvy from a business perspective that really distance it from the main sources of funds from the bank. Integrating Divvy into our business was really simple, not just for me, but for my team to adapt to. I basically turned it on, downloaded it, created some budgets, and then gave it to my team to really do what they wanted with it. So at the same time that my sales could decide what they normally spend company funds on, my warehouse and our R&D department could really define what they spend things on rather than me do that, which is great. And once it was set up, all I have to do is the high level approving funds and moving things around, making sure everybody's entering things correctly. They all use their phones, which they have all the time, which is great. We don't have to keep any receipts, which I love because I have way too much paperwork anyway. So eliminating a lot of problems and efforts off of me was a big deal. If you're thinking about integrating Divvy into your company, I think the biggest things are if you are having problems with taxes and paperwork, especially with company funds, this is the software for you. You can really put a lot of the work onto your team members who are doing it right then at time of purchase, and you have systems that are really easy to create. I create all of the procedures for company spend, especially for a medical device company. We have to audit ourselves and make sure that we're ready for any third party to come in and look at everything. Divvy just puts it all online. It's all electronic. I don't have to generate any reports. It's all there. There's pictures of the receipts, and employees are able to do and manage it by themselves, where I only have to do really high level things, and that helps. It helps my workflow in my day. I would spend all day classifying purchases and uploading receipts if they didn't do it. So if you want your schedule to be free, I would definitely download Divvy.